Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I do hope that you'll stay until the end of this video because in this particular video, we're going to work on a condominium studio unit here in the Philippines that I have been commissioned for. I have something on my tongue. Bleh. Anyway, let's begin. Okay, so here it is, the condominium studio unit in all of its, um, how do we say, raw form. Super duper 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 raw form. Um, so we got this issue here with the ceiling. Eh, I guess that'll be fine. And then what else do we have going on here? Yep. So far, just got a few things we got to figure out here. But anyway, let's go ahead and combine these. Combine. We're going to make it into a group and move it out of the way. Okay, there we go. And we're going to take this thing here, move it out of the way. All right, things on my shoulder. Okay, now let's get into the knit and grit and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Excuse me. Why do I always burp? But let's work on this condominium studio unit. Let's make our client happy and let's do what we have to do. Yeah. Let's move all of these devices out of the way. All right. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to hide all of this because it's all in the way. And we're just going to have this. Okay. Bam. So we know that this is the true height now of the ceiling. We know what we have to work with here. This is actually quite high, these overhead cabinets, which I don't typically like to make really high overhead cabinets, but when you're dealing with space constraints, then you have to do what you have to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and start by making this more realistic. We'll start with this thing here. So like I said before, this pulls out, but we pull it out about 400, just like that. Bam. And it's got this closet space for clothing. So, you know, they pull it out, clothes come in, and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. First things first is it has to have fascia board here in the bottom. So we're gonna raise here 100. Bam, 100. Okay, there. 100. And then close that off. Bam. Okay, and not quite sure what color will make it yet. Same thing goes with the top. Okay, 100. The interesting thing about moldings is that, which kind of makes it lose the reason for like baseboards and stuff like that, fascia boards, cornices, stuff like that. It's because you have two surfaces that are kind of terminating at each other. You have the floor, the wall. You have the wall, the ceiling. And the reason we need the cornices and the baseboards and whatnot is because these surfaces are actually not quite aligned, you know. When you look at the surface of the ceiling and the wall, it's kind of got this rough termination on it. And the easiest way to hide that termination is by putting something to cover it. And, you know, that's why the cornices and the baseboard shouldn't be painted on. They should actually be separate pieces that are installed onto those surfaces to hide the fact that there's a rough termination. And it's kind of a disappointing thing here in the Philippines that there are still a lot of places that like would rather just paint the baseboard. And it's like, if I were you, I would just, completely skip the baseboard. If you're just gonna paint it on, don't bother because you're just wasting money, you're wasting effort, you're wasting the whole purpose of a baseboard. And I don't know, that's just one of those things that kind of really irritates me as an architect. But if you think that it looks better because your place has a baseboard, then fine. But or if your plate just because you painted on the baseboard, okay, more power to you. But if you're gonna ask me as your if I were gonna be your architect, I'd rather if you're gonna force me to do that, sorry, it's not gonna happen. I'm just not gonna accept that project. If you, I mean, I'll make my drawing the way that, I know is correct. So it's up to you if you're going to follow that drawing. I know it sounds a bit pretentious, but I can't, I'm not gonna hide the fact that it's wrong. Don't do it. Anyway, so these things have baseboards and fascias and stuff like that. So here we're gonna make this into a group. I'm gonna make a rectangle here. Bam, push that in 3/4 of an inch. All right, and then we're gonna get this. We're gonna make that into a group, and we're gonna color that baseboard. Bam. Then we're gonna go down here. We're gonna make the cabinet doors, which are going to be uh, awning types. There's two types of openings. There's the awning and the hopper. The awning opens upwards. The hopper opens downwards. I believe that's correct. If I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comments. But that's how I understand it. That's another thing about studying architecture that really irritates me is there you're going to meet some architects that are going to like mix up terminologies. And if you ask me, if you're an architect and you don't know the correct terminology, don't try to sound smart. Just be honest because the more you mess up the words in our profession, the more that you complicate things for everybody. I remember when I was studying architecture, they were using the term dot matrices in or they were using the term pointillism, and interchanging it with stippling. And these are two very distinct, different types of art. And it really just, it's so annoying because you want to educate your professor, like, sir, that's not the correct term. At the same time, you want to be respectful, but at the same time, they're kind of disrespecting the whole profession. Uh, I'm gonna leave it at there. But anyway, there's a lot of instances where that happened, and sometimes I do correct my professor if I feel like, I'm in a certain space where the professor is willing and keen to learn just as much as I am. So if they teach me something, I'll accept it. If I, tell them something that I learned, I'll accept it. Um, this is a funny story actually. I had a professor who really idolized Frank Gehry, and that particular professor uh, referenced a joke from The Simpsons, but thought it was true, and I was just like, no. And I didn't want to correct that professor because I knew that if I corrected that professor, then they would not have liked it. What was that joke? Well, in The Simpsons, Frank Gehry makes a cameo in the series where they have to design where like the population of Springfield wants to like make their city more accessible to tourism. So somebody suggested that they make an opera house, and they commissioned Frank Gehry, and Frank Gehry jokingly crumples up a piece of paper because he doesn't want to take part of it, throws it on the ground. Then he looks at the piece of paper, and then he came up with the idea for the opera house for Springfield. So the funny part was that my professor at that time actually believed that to be a true story, and I was so disappointed because I had a level of respect for that professor at that time. But when they mentioned that and took it as like truth, I was like, oh no, how could you? How could you? How could you? How could you fail me? But anyway, it's a good thing that I knew the truth because I was reading articles about architecture a lot quite often, which is one thing that if you want to be a real, if you want to take the profession seriously, then you know the real thing to do is read actual published works that are known to be true. Don't just take your facts. I know there's a lot of things you can get off the internet and stuff, but the truth of the matter is, no, it's not a reliable source, and you shouldn't treat it as such. Anyway, I never corrected that professor. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure all of my classmates took that seriously because they also thought that that professor was like it was impossible for them to make that particular professor to make a mistake. And that's what I mean, like how much it hurts the profession. Like instead of understanding that this is meant to be a joke, they made it into a fact, and this fact is and then shared with other people as fact, and it just everything gets lost in translation basically. So obviously this opens up 90 degrees, and this is our awning type cabinet door. Delete that. Bam. I don't know why this thing didn't color all of it. Let's see. There we go. So as I mentioned in a previous video, these will all be white duku. Okay. All right, let's work on this one now. This one's gonna be a bit of a challenge because we have it here. Let me see. How can I make this work properly? Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. No, I don't got it. I lost it. Wait a minute. Wait. I can figure this out. Let's actually move this down a bit. Let's move it down by 50. Yeah, just like that. We'll move these down by 20. Yeah. And then we'll move this down by 20. Okay. Because we have to maintain the theme of everything, which I wasn't paying attention to, and I'm sorry. Because if you noticed here in the kitchen, they're actually flushed cabinets, so I have to make the same thing for everything else. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so that's the proper way it should be. So in this instance now, what's the height of this? So that's enough space, I think. 1065. Yeah, that's enough space. I'm gonna make this. That's already its own thing. Okay. Make that into a group. All right. There we go. No. This only. Yeah. Why is it? What happened? What did I do? That's interesting. Oh, I connected it here. Okay. Okay, I see what I've done. Make that into a group. Okay, there we go. And explode that. There it is. So let's do this. Just like so. Bam. Alright, and then we'll copy that one here. Ugh, fudge, I did it again. One more time. Okay. Ugh, shucks, I did it. Again! Wait, I can do this. There. Okay, we'll make that into a group. Alright, I think we got it this time. Okay, just like that. We're gonna take these four, move them down to the bottom, just like that. Okay, and we're gonna raise it by, let's say, 1/3 of an inch. Yeah, that's fine. Because if we put it directly on the ground, it's gonna cause a bit of problems. You know what? Let's move it a bit lower. Yeah, just so it looks nicer. Just like that. Okay. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move this by 20. And we're gonna move these down by 10. That way we make it, that way it's still pretty even. What I'm gonna do here is just like that. Okay. Make that into a group. Then we're gonna, oops, bring another one down here to the bottom. Just like so. Right there. Okay. And perfect. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put one more here in the middle. Okay. Raise it up. Bam. We'll delete that now. Okay. This one, we're gonna, oops, sorry. Move this by 20. Oh, fudge. I didn't do it right. Move it by 20. There we go. Actually, I should move it by 40, but then we can just move the whole thing here. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes there are like things that are not processing correctly in my mind, that there are like shortcuts you can do that are a lot faster. Which I don't know why. I always imagine things the harder way. It's not really like, if you're gonna like take these kind of programs seriously, I advise you like always try to find an easier way to do things. Easier and proper way to do things. I once helped this person with a project, and I was so irritated by them because they always complained. They didn't know how to do anything but complain, and they weren't even doing anything for their own project. And the worst part was is like they kept making fun of my SketchUp, Revit, and CAD abilities, and they didn't even know how to use any of the programs. And it's like, just shut up, stop talking. If you're not gonna do this yourself, then I don't understand why you feel the right to say anything. And you know, I didn't say any of that, of course. I'm too nice, but I hated dealing with that person for, I don't know. And then recently I've actually met them again, and it's funny because that person was telling all the people around the world, like, oh, I'm gonna make it up to him. I'm gonna make it up to him one day. I feel bad for the way I treated him. And we finally met again, and they never made it up to me. So yeah, that's why a lot of the times I do have trust issues, and I do take things that people say with a grain of salt, because it's the real world, man. That's just how it is. But it's okay. Um, I can take solace knowing the fact that without me, that person would be nothing. They'd be, they wouldn't even have become like, they wouldn't even have graduated architecture, studying architecture without me. So it's like, I don't have any reason to feel ashamed for anything. You know, they're the ones that are just, they were the ones using me. So it's like, eh, whatever. I don't know. That's kind of the thing about life. You meet people that just use you, but you also meet people that are quite kind. It all depends, you know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get inside. hmm Okay. So now, yeah. So that's how that looks. So it has a very clean aesthetic with a bit of natural vibes going on. Mm, what else do we have to fix here? So this cabinet right here, this is it. This is how it's gonna be. Um, you know what's crazy though? Like, so I met that person again recently. Well, I didn't meet them. It just so happened that we'd bump into each other again. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, they are still kind of pathetic. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know. They're trying to make me feel bad about myself still. And it's like, just frick off. You know, who the hell do you think you are? Without me, you wouldn't be here. So I don't really understand why you're talking to me in the first place. I don't know. I like the, and you know, people might say that's kind of mean of me, but what they did to me was even meaner. So whatever. Anyway, mm, let's see here. Drop this by 10. Yeah. So we want to have these wheels exposed. 50. Yeah. Okay. There was another person like I helped out in the past, and I believe in this saying that, you know, well, I made this saying up as like this person was telling me they'd make it up to me eventually. And I knew deep down within my soul that this person is just full of crap. But this other person was like, you know, I helped this person when they were having trouble, like they needed help paying the rent, their grandmother was feeling ill, blah 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 blah. Sad sob story, sob story, sob story. It's like, yeah, I'll help you out. Um, and then eventually that person ghosted me, you know. And after all that crap about how they're saying like, oh, I'll pay you back eventually, blah 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 blah. Never did. But they had the audacity to like message me one day out of the blue. Like they actually looked for me because like I stopped talking to that person, deleted all contact with that person, and they actually had the audacity to look for me and tell me how they'd make up for borrowing money from me, and you know, and mind you, I myself am not, especially at that time, I was not rich or anything. Um, but I still helped them out, and they took the time to actually look for me and tell me that they'll pay me back. And nothing came out of that. And the only thing I can say about that is, you know, because it's one thing to say something, but at the end of the day, you know, even though I do listen to what people say, What they say matters, but what they do matters more. And that's like another thing that I like to impart on people. Just saying something doesn't mean anything until it's actually done. Anybody can say anything, you know. And if you make a mistake, then don't be so prideful, you know. Like so many people, instead of just saying like I made a mistake, there's no way I can make it up to you. I made a mistake. I hope that you can forgive me. Just that simple. That's all you have to do. If they don't forgive you, at least you said something sincere, you know. If they do forgive you, then, you know, good on them. But to have the I don't know, to have the pride to be like to you can't even just admit that you were wrong is like yeah, I don't know. I admit I'm wrong all the time, but apparently it's difficult when people don't listen to you, you know. You just you're just talking to yourself. It's okay. I don't really care. Because you know, I do my part. I try to do my part. Doesn't work out, then okay. Nice knowing you. Let's see here. So we have this issue here where this desk sticks out more than the column. So what I suggested is that we just make the column thicker. And I hate it, but I also hate seeing this more. Um, Maybe if it stuck out more, like it was more protrusive, I'd be okay with it, but it's just like an eyesore looking at it. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a bit. Anyway, let's finish this here. Let's finish what we're doing here first. Okay. Um, so here, we're gonna just have drawers. Yeah, fascia board. Make that into a group. And here we'll have this. Oh, sorry. We'll have this rectangle. Move it up 100. Oops, we actually have to move this back. Sorry, forgot. The funny thing is, like, it feels bad when you see these people, like, people think of them as good people, but you know, you're the only one that knows that they're horrible. But, you know, I can't help them. I always find it interesting that instead of approaching somebody that you'd know to be more reliable when it comes to like concerns, like if it was a life or death situation, most people would probably go with somebody that's like their friend that they know is not known to be kind of a flake or known to like disappear when like you need them the most. And then there's me, who even if I don't particularly enjoy, not even though I'm not particularly uh, as fun to be around or something, but I'm known to be more reliable. You know, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Most people don't really even like defend me when things are like it's weird, you know. I help a lot of people out, and I'm more honest, I guess, when it comes to more serious concerns. But yeah, it's interesting. I always find it interesting that people would rather just live with a lie than, you know, just admit they were wrong. Like they trusted the wrong person, they went to the wrong person. Like something that instead of approaching somebody that could have actually done something to help, they'll approach somebody that's like completely useless, like always late or something. I mean, I'm not saying they're completely useless. What I mean to say is like just completely unreliable. And it's like why? Why something so important in your life and the first person you're going to trust is somebody unreliable, like always known to be late. And I think that's because they don't ever feel the repercussions of their mistakes. Maybe, I don't know. Like everybody I've known, when it comes to important things, they don't really, they don't really get, they don't really experience like the heaviness of how hard it is. I knew this one person. I know a lot of people. It's ridiculous, I know. But I knew this one person, like they got a car from their mother. Um, what else did I get? They got their car from their mother. They got their condo from their mother. They got their laptop from their mother. They got everything from their mother. And their mother just spoiled that person so much. And it's like, I don't know. At a point, it's just bad parenting. It really is. And, you know, every time that person would cause like a mistake to somebody else, they feel no guilt over it. And I just feel that's horrible. All right. So this here is for clothes that you can fold. The height of it is 245, which is about 200. I want to say it's as high as this book for reference. Yeah, it's about as high as this book. So that's a lot of cabinet space, drawer space, I think. You can fit a lot there. So I think that's fine. All right, let's stop going off topic for a bit. Yeah. And try to finish what we're working on here. So we got the overheads, we got that, we got these, we got those. What else we got? Hmm. This is a fridge, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. These are cabinets, so let's go here for a bit. 1,000. Let's go ahead and do this. So we need a backing here. Bam. Backing. This is actually not the proper way to make a backing. A backing should not be directly against the wall, especially if the wall is crooked. There should actually be a space about at least half an inch, I'd like to say. At least half an inch. And between that space, there should be this spacer in the back. Because, like I said earlier, it's the same principle with baseboards and baseboards, cornices, and whatnot. The terminations are not proper, right? And surfaces of the wall are also not completely flat, so it's not a good idea to like set something directly flat onto a wall. And another concern is if something happens behind this wall, then you kind of you're kind of out of luck here, because this will get just as as much damage as well. Mm, because this is like completely attached to the wall. But the second part is not as important as much as the first part, because either way, you'd still have to remove this portion to fix whatever's happening behind the wall. But it's like easier to salvage it if it's not connected to the wall. But when you're kind of working with budget, you don't really have the luxury of having things done the right way, the right way, and it's okay. You just kind of have to hope that um, things will work out. So there are like things that I know are wrong, but I still do, and this is like one of those smaller things. I don't like to do it, but when push comes to shove, then this is kind of like the most space that you can actually just save. I made a mistake there, sorry. I wanted to divide this by 2. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So this is how high? 230? Yeah, that's pretty high, I think. Bam. Okay. Oh, I made another mistake. Move that in 20. Bam. We can push this here by 20. Yeah, and then just move it out 20. And then we have the cabinet doors. Move. Oh, shoot, sorry. Move back into place. Bam. All right. Next, we have. What do we have? We have this cabinet. We're gonna do the same thing. Move it out of the way. So this needs a backing. Once again, we'll just put it against the wall. Make it into a group. I can't recall if I. Yeah. It's probably better if we make this. Yeah. An interesting thing is if you use like darker colors for surfaces, it makes it easier to find most objects on it because most objects are kind of darker by design. That's why if you notice, a lot of the time you'll misplace your phone because it's dark, right? And a lot of the times the surfaces are just like um, the surfaces as well are kind of a bit dark. What was I saying earlier? Like most objects, if they're lighter than the surface, blah blah blah. I don't know. I hope you understand the principle. But yeah. Let me see here. Sorry, I didn't really finish that train of thought, but that's kind of the principle of contrasting colors. Okay, so we'll push this in by 40. Just so you're wondering, why is it 40? I forgot to mention, 3/4 of an inch is roughly 19 to 20 millimeters. So to make it easier on myself, I just use 20 millimeters because the best reason for this is you kind of want to have a bit of clearance space. So I always round up when I'm converting inches to millimeters because at least I get that tiny bit of space that you know, because like if you look at any cabinet doors, they're not exactly um, like so perfectly uh, when you close them, it like completely seals the opening, right? There's always like a tiny bit of space there. Okay. Anyway, back to what I'm doing here. Um, this is the water dispensary. Let's move it out of the way for a minute. You know what? Just hide it for a second, for right now. Okay. Bam. how we're gonna do this now. So this one, we're gonna start here, right? First things first, fascia board, of course. Ah, forgot. Make that into a group. You know what? No, let's just get out of here. Make it on the exterior. Fascia, 100. Bam. 100. Bam, bam, bam. 20. Bam. Make into a group. Bam. All right. Now we can delete it because we don't need the shape. Get this one in here. 20. Bam. Get this. Make into a group. Bam. And up. Bam. Okay. All right. Nice. Next thing we're gonna make is the backing. I forgot about the backing. Always forgetting stuff. Okay, and let's see here. Come on. There we go. All right. Back. Right there. Close it off. 20. Bam. Backing. Did I get the whole group? Did I? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Then we have the cabinet doors, of course. Start here, up, bam, close it, bam, bam, and bam. Close it, 20, bam. Make it into a group, bam. Then get this over here, copy it, other side, close it, bam. We have our cabinet. I made a bit of a mistake here. Let's see here. Let's move this by 10. Let's see, delete this one. Oh, sorry. Delete this one. Move this here by 20. Okay, move this one here, 20. Okay, this one also by 20. What am I doing, you might be asking? I forgot to put a divider here. Stupid of me. Here we go. Divider. Push it all the way to the wall. Bam. Make that into a group. And right there. Okay, then we're going to copy this one. Just like that. Okay, and we don't have any... we're not going to have any shelves in here because... Well, this is like something that I notice a lot of people forget, especially when I was working in design firms, but the sink is under here, so it would be a mistake to like put a drawer or something right in between it. Anyway, let's go get here and let's go ahead and make it 200 here, 150, 400, 300, and just like that. Okay. Then we'll add another 100 here. So we'll just make it pretty much a square type of sink. Okay, delete those, delete that, delete this, delete that. Okay, next. So right here on the side, there's actually enough space for we have these like blue containers here in the Philippines for water. So there's enough space there on the side for that. And the client was asking about that before. I'm not sure if this height, though, is going to be good enough. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I hope it is. I'll have to make adjustments to that. I don't have a blue container, but there was also a water dispenser here, so the client said if it doesn't fit, they might get a water dispenser because it seems more user friendly, I suppose. Which it is, actually. Let's just move this back by 50, I think. Yeah. Okay. So back here, there's 100. Or actually, move it back. Let's move it back by 25. That's better. Okay, let's go ahead and close this off. Okay, so we have that now. Delete this. And let's go here. All right. Okay. Go here. Go ahead and take these two. Okay, close, close, close. Ah, fudge, sorry. Close, 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 close. Or erase, 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 then bam. So that's where the sink will go. Next we have this one here. Oh, sorry, forgot about this. Yeah, there we go. This one, this one, this one. Make it into a group. Bam. So here you notice that there's a bit of discrepancy. So I'm gonna have to fix this actually. So this thing, we're gonna lower this by. Oh, sorry. We're actually gonna lower this by 10. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and you 10. Okay, that means we move this by 5 or 10. Sorry. Okay, move this by 10. And this by 10, and what we move by 5 is this one. 5. Bam. Perfect. Put it back into place. Bam. Perfect. Okay, next we're gonna tinker with this one. So this is also gonna be adjustable. It can come out as well. And let's go ahead and pull it out here. 800, let's say. Yeah. So this is also going to have shelves on it. Let's start with the top. So we do have another countertop here. Countertop-like item. Bam. And then here we have fascia. Again, we're going to use this as reference. Or not fascia, sorry. This is the face. Okay, get that item, make it into group. Bam. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Why is it so high? Oh well, whatever. It is high, isn't it? Is it just me? Yeah, there is a height here, okay. There we go. Okay, move this back. Bam, bam. Okay, we can get rid of this now. Oh, I didn't do it properly, that's why. Sorry. Let me fix that. Okay, I got it now. Orient faces. Sorry. Orient faces. Bam. Okay. This one. Bam. Make it into a group. Put it back. Okay, nice. Then we need one for the bottom. Bam. Next. Excuse me. Once again, we'll use this as reference. Come on. There we go. Okay, good job. Push. Make into a group. Move this back. Bam. Okay. Then we got this baby on the side. 20. Got it. 23. Make into a group. Bam. Okay. And this one as well. Right there. 20. Make into a group. Bam. Okay, that one. That one, I did that wrong. See, that's one of those things that I was mentioning earlier. Like, I could have just copied this side and put it on the other side, but I had to make it harder on myself. Okay, move that over. 800. Bam. Move it again. 1000. Ah, fudge. That was not right. There. Okay. This, we're going to actually lower it a bit. That way, the top part doesn't scrape along the bottom here. So we're going to move this down. Let's just say 5 millimeters. And we're going to hope that the carpenter is going to know how to do it properly, or else I'm going to have to get mad. Okay, there we go. This one we're going to pull out, move. We're going to get a copy of it actually. And I'm going to explode this. And what I'm going to take from it is just the wheels. Make it easy on myself. Instead of making all the circles again, I'm going to take this, copy it there. Take this one, copy it right there. Bam, just like that. Okay. Same with the other side, copy it. Like that. And for this one, we don't really have to go all the way over there anymore because we have a reference point right there. Bam. Okay, and I'm going to turn this into a group. Oh, shoot. Make into group. Bam. Okay, and we're going to destroy this one because we don't need it. Yeah. Alrighty. Good job. Okay, go back in here. Let's go ahead and delete this one first. We'll go at this one. Bring it down here. Divide it by 3. I think 3 is a good enough space. And 40, move it by 20. Same with the bottom, move this 40. Grab it, move it by 20. Bam, just like that. And we have our thingy. Okay, that's good. So now this thing moves out. Bam. Because it has wheels and everything. Next thing we're gonna need here is another. Gonna need this here on the other side as well. Yeah, just like that. That kind of makes this space for the washer a bit tight. And I don't really want it to be too tight, so I'm going to adjust this again here. We're going to move it again by 10, which means we have to move this as well. We'll just move this. as such by 5 or 10, I'm sorry, as well. And this one we're gonna delete. This one by 10 as well. This one 10. Oops, sorry. 10. Another 10. Bam. And another 10. Bam. Okay. And this is what we're gonna move by 5. Is that right? Yeah, something like that. But it's the washer that I was having trouble with. So now we're gonna move this by 20. We're just gonna have to adjust a lot of things here. Move this by 20 again. Bam. 20. 20. Bam. 20. Bam. Okay, and finally, you 3 pieces. 20. Bam. Okay, good job, good job, good job. What's next? What's next? What next? Oh, we need a door on this other end. Sorry. What happened? Why did it? Oh, that's right. How much space is this? 30. Damn. Okay, let's move it. 15. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Got it. Got it all. What's next? So we got those, these, those, and those, and those, and those. This one, oops, sorry. Let's move it from this point. 30, bam. I like to open the cabinet doors so that they know that they're cabinet doors. I know it's silly, but sometimes and I don't mean to make fun of clients or anything, because it's not really something that they have to be ashamed of, because I understand where they're coming from. But sometimes they just ask silly questions, and it's kind of funny, but you know, whatever. Just so they understand, like, yeah, there's something here for them to work with. Like, yeah, where's the cabinets and stuff? It's like it's right there. It's here. Don't worry. So I like to open them up so they know that it's there. Okay. Um, oh, another thing about this kind of cabinet. Let's move it out first. Um, I don't want to be too. Uh, well, I have to be, but I don't want to. But we should assume that their stuff will fall out. So we're gonna put edges here. Yeah, just like that. Because sometimes they're really rough when they're handling their materials. So it's just, let's just help them out so they don't mess up too much. um, my main design philosophy is user interaction, and with user interaction in mind. So designed with user interaction in mind. And like I noticed, like a lot of times stuff like this, like that moves and there's stuff on it, things are gonna fall. So you might as well take a precaution before it happens. Bam. See? Perfect. Okay. Next. Well, what's next? We got the washer. So the reason I don't really want to deal with this though, the washer is gonna be like a face with a door, uh, not from the top. But anyway, whatever. Next thing. Excuse me. Let's move this out. Bam. Excuse me. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here. Oh shoot. Why didn't that work? Or actually, no, sorry. Wait a minute. I'm gonna redesign this actually. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Um, just like this. And I'm gonna do this here. 50, 75 maybe. Maybe that's too much. Maybe 50 is fine. hmm You know what? 75, yeah. 50. Okay. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and make this. Um, we'll start here. 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. Okay. And then we're gonna make this here. Let's make it 2 inches. Ugh. There we go. 50. Okay. Bam. 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 Okay. And here, make this into a group. Make this into a group. And of course, make this into a group. Okay. Nice job. Move it back together. 1,000 here. 1,000 there. Okay. And here. Bam. Okay. Make this into a group. Sorry, we'll move it first. 1,000. All right, go here. Nice. Get into the center of it. Right in the center. Right in the center. Okay. There we go. And here, we're going to make a 2-inch. I think 2 inches is fine. Bam. Just like that. Okay. Make that into a group. It looks kind of thick, doesn't it? But, yeah, whatever. Okay. Next, we kind of have to have a way to make sure that these stick out, huh? Basically, they just need swiveled, like some sort of swiveled objects. We'll make it about 300. 50, 300 there. And then we'll move this in by 25. Okay. And we'll make that into a group. Sorry. Pull it down by 25. Let's see here. Sorry. 25. Yeah, just like that. 25. Push this up. Bam. 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 And bam. Okay, next. Close, 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 close. Make. Okay, that's good enough. So we need to push these here. Okay, perfect. And we need 2 more of these on the other side. Come on. Get me the center. Give me the center. There we go. Okay. And you know what? I should have put these like this. Damn. Bam, bam, and bam. Okay. Go ahead and rotate this thing right here. 60. 60 or 90? Maybe 90. Another 30. There we go. That way this one can rotate downward. 90. Bam. Okay. Good, 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 good. Good so far. And next thing is the whole how this table works is kind of a mystery. um, so it has to stand, right? That's like the main issue here. So when I push this back in, the main thing is it has to be able to stand. Which it's not going to be able to do without proper legs. See, watch. The problem is if I move it back into the wall, then there's not enough to carry it on the other side, which is kind of what I need it to do. This was not thought out very well. So how is this gonna work now? Man. How is this gonna work? There's gotta be a support somewhere here. So this part is not a problem. This is good. This is strong enough to support the table itself, but what about the rest of the table? I didn't think of that part yet. Um, I'm kind of thinking of a solution here that I'm not quite sure if it'll work. Where there's these legs on the bottom. Then, oh shoot, I got trapped in the chair. Okay, I have this idea. It's not gonna be the best of ideas, but it is an idea. So let's go ahead and move this back out. I'm gonna need some space, so let's work with that. Um, okay, open it up again. Come on, come on, where's the center? There we are. $393, huh? I think 390 would be fine. Okay, just like that. Here, down, bam, good. Okay. 25. Move. Okay, 1 inch is fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. How much? How much? How much? How much? Yeah, 50 is good. Okay. Oh, let's explode this. Move this out of the way for a moment. Okay. Come on, stop. There we go. So this one, move these out of the way. 3, yeah. And here in its place, we have these other things. Huh. 450. 350. Let's deduct this one again. 390 and 350. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so here make that into a group. Scale that. Okay. Okay. All right. Make components. I'll just call you table leg. Okay. And so the thing is, we have to make it kind of be able to stand on three legs, right? But the problem is the equilibrium is not properly divided. Because if I put one leg here, then this kind of can just topple off. So what I'm thinking about doing is kind of making it a kind of a flatter foot, right? So we'll make it uh, something like this. But that's kind of big, isn't it? Let's just try if we can go with 100. I think that's going to be fine. Something like that, right? Now the thing is, when we rotate it back into here, it can't hit the fixed leg. So what I'm gonna do instead is this. So oh, sorry. 20. Still too big. Just make it 10. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then okay, same with the other side. Good. Pretty sure this would be fine. Okay. And with that, we are gonna remove this one face here. Okay. Circle here. Bam. Nice. Get another circle here. Okay. This is all kind of experimental, so if I find out that this isn't necessary, then of course I won't go through with this particular design. But for now, I'm not quite sure yet, so might as well be safe, you know. There's nothing wrong with being safe. Let's see here. Let's delete this first. Okay. Make that into a group. Bam. Okay, and just one more. Let's just make it 50. Yeah. Something like this. Right there. This here. This here. Bam. And finally, these two. Alrighty. Okay. Now we'll turn this into a group. And we're going to have one on the other side. 180. Okay. And how this is going to work is, oh shoot, I need a reference circle. Damn, okay. I also need one here. Yeah, put it in the middle. Bam and bam. Okay. So this thing is gonna rotate as such. Bam, 90 degrees, right? And this thing right here is gonna rotate as well. 90 degrees. Bam. Okay. So um, hopefully that kind of solves the problem. Hopefully. And we still kind of have an issue here about locking these end spaces. So since I'm very much a sigurista, let's go ahead and move these here. But we're going to adjust them. This one we don't need anymore. So these we're just gonna make smaller. Okay, how are we gonna scale this now? Something like this, I suppose. No, on this end. Yeah, just like that. 29.25, sure, why not? Go around here. 30, or sorry, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Damn it. There we go. Delete that. Delete this. Scale this. Scale this, I said. 25. Bam. Okay. We'll move this here by 10, I suppose, would be fine. Okay, take these two guys. 180 them. Bam. It's just for extra locking support. Bam. Okay, and we'll make this into a group. Make into group. Bam. So that is a very, very sturdy. I think I'm pretty sure it's sturdy. Oh shoot. Forgot. We have to fold it. 90. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now it's all folded up and nice looking and stuff like that. I think we came up with a pretty decent solution, guys. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Okay. Oh, we might as well pull this out here. Just by a bit. Let's just pull it out there. Here, pull this out. 300. 100. Yeah. But they all come out, of course. They're all, just for good measure. Bam. See? Super drawers. And finally, what else we got going on here? Huh. So now we have this cabinet space. We didn't figure it out yet. But we do have countertop. So we're gonna bring one of these here down. Just like that. Bam. Push this down. Bam. Okay. What else? Looking good in the neighborhood. So I mentioned to the client that this is either going to be held up by rebar or rope. But anyway, let's give it more character, I suppose. Okay, and we're going to pull this up to here. Bam. Nice. Cue that shit. 180. All right. Get those. Pull them also on the other end. Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Move this in by 75. That seems like a decent number. Maybe, I don't know, 45, 54, 75, 75, yeah. Right, 75, nice. Okay, move this in by 50. And this one in by 50 as well. Sorry. There. So now we have an idea. Maybe we should, I'm not sure, but just for sturdiness, sake of sturdiness, let's go ahead and put one in the center as well. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Come on, give me the center. Perfect. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ah, man, this is design. Let's go ahead and so let's try to edit the color just ever so slightly. Okay. A little bit darker. A bit more green? No, that's too green, sorry. A bit darker though. Yeah, something like that. And then on this wall, so let's go from up here actually. From here to here. Um, this wall is going to be something else. Maybe we can make them subway tiles, you know? What do you guys think about that? White subway tiles. But it's too white, isn't it? Way too white, sorry. Let's try something else. How about that? Too playful? Square glass. Now it's too yellow, isn't it? Man. Not much to work with here. Well, I'm thinking the subway tile is the best option. But this is like too white. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of color though to work with. I'll have to discuss it with the client because so this is we definitely have to add like some sort of tiling here in the back, but what kind of tiling? That's the question. Why do we need to add tiling, you might ask? Well, since there's a lot of waterworks behind the sink, then we kind of have to put what we call a backsplash. But instead of a backsplash, we're just going to make the whole wall impervious to water. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to go with yet, but yeah. Oh shoot, sorry. Just this portion. Hmm. Not quite sure yet. I think this is one of those items that it's better to just canvas the material. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave it like this. Okay. Then for these, so we got our Dooku white. This is our refrigerator, supposedly. So let's just make it look like a refrigerator for the sake of the client. Let's go in by 1 inch. Let's go with an arc. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Oh, wait. We need the whole thing, sorry. Let's just make this one into 400. Just like so. And then we'll make it another 25, 20. Alright, 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 alright. Move one here, here, and down here. Okay, maybe not. Wait a minute. We gotta move this in first, sorry. Yeah, just like that. Then we move this one down. Got it. We just have to move it right here. There we go. Close this down. Close this down. This one. There we go. Take this here. What are we gonna do? Smooth it out. Yeah, now it looks like a refrigerator. And I think that'll be fine. Let's make it into a stainless steel. Yeah, something like that. So now it looks like a refrigerator. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and unhide some things. View hidden geometry. Unhide the water dispenser. Unhide these things. Bam. Okay. Close that. Move back into place. Let's go inside the door. Bam. Ooh, nice. So now we have a better idea of what's going on in our design here. It's much more defined than compared to before. And hopefully the client can, better appreciate what's going on. This thing, I'm gonna make it gold. I like gold. Wait. Sorry. Metal. Okay. Go ahead and color those? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry. Uh, let's explode it all first. Yeah, there we go. Make that into a group. Here we go. Sorry. And edit that into some sort of gold color. Yeah, just like that. Okay, sorry again. There we go. So, that's what it looks like. Oh man. Oops. Come on. Get in there, okay. Ah! Keep getting out of there. Going back in the wall. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Be honest. Looks pretty decent, right? Okay. Shoot. Got stuck. Let's just go right here. So if we're gonna sit on the sofa bed thingy right here, let's go ahead and make scenes for references. We'll have this scene and we'll have this scene. Let's go out the door first. No, right here. Okay. Right here. All right. And so here the client was asking like what kind of things they can put. I was suggesting like this is where they can put like photographs and stuff. Perfect spot. Um, yeah, then we got the bed there. Nice. Okay. And it looks quite interesting though, don't you think? Anyway, this video is going on for a while and I have work tomorrow. um, but hopefully, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. Like this is like where we're getting into all the real grit of detailing, and hopefully the client is more impressed with what I've presented here. And I've already been in talks with contractors, so we're gonna have to start working on that ASAP. Ah, I feel so bad that it got delayed so many times because my laptop broke, but I'm gonna do my best to try to fix the problem. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Uh, I hope we can always better ourselves, take care of everybody, and